Have you ever held a simple coin in your hand and thought it was worth only 25? Imagine holding a coin that looks just like the ones in your pocket, but it has a mistake that makes it one of the most valuable modern quarters ever made. That is the story of the 1992 D-era Washington quarter, and once you hear the details you will never look at your change the same way again. The Washington quarter has been around since 1932. It was created to honor George Washington on the 200th anniversary of his birth. For decades it carried the same design, with Washington's head on the front and an eagle on the back. By the early 1990s, the United States Mint was preparing for big changes. Soon they would release the State Quarters program, but before that, in 1992, something unusual happened. The Mint produced proof coins with a special reverse design. Proof coins are made for collectors with special dies that give them sharp, mirror-like details. They are not supposed to be used for regular everyday quarters. But somehow, in Denver, a proof die was used by mistake on normal coins. That mistake gave birth to a rare and valuable error. On the back of the quarter, look at the word America. On a normal coin, the letters A and M are spaced apart. There is a small but clear gap between them. On the proof-style coin, the A and the M are much closer together, almost touching. This is what collectors call the close AM design. Somehow the Mint used this proof reverse die on some 1992 D quarters that went into circulation. The result was a handful of coins that look ordinary at first but actually carry this close AM mistake. Now here is where the excitement comes in. Billions of regular 1992 quarters exist. They are worth face value, 25 cents. But only a tiny number of the 1992 D close AM era quarters were made. That makes them extremely rare. And when something is both rare and important to history, collectors are willing to pay huge amounts to own it. That is why this coin has sold for values of $35,000, $63,000, and in the best condition, even as high as $80,000. Just think about that for a moment. A single quarter that could pay off loans, buy a car, or even cover the down payment for a house. How did this mistake happen? The Mint makes coins using steel dies. A die has the design engraved on it, and it stamps the design onto blank pieces of metal. Proof dies are made differently than normal dies, and they should only be used at certain facilities. In 1992, at the Denver Mint, a proof reverse die with the close AM style somehow got paired with regular obverse dies. When coins were struck with that pair, the close AM quarters were born. Nobody knows exactly how many were made, but experts believe the number is very small. And since they were released into circulation, many may have been lost, spent, or damaged over time. That makes the survivors even more valuable. Picture the excitement of finding one. You are counting change after buying lunch. You see a 1992 D quarter. You flip it over and check the word America. The A and M look almost like they are touching. Your heart skips a beat. Could it be? You grab a magnifying glass and confirm it. You are holding a close AM error. Suddenly that quarter in your hand is not worth 25 cents. It could be worth tens of thousands of dollars. That is the dream of coin collectors everywhere, and it is why people hunt through jars of change and bankrolls, hoping to find hidden treasures. So how can you tell if you have one of these coins? First, check the date. It must be 1992 with a D mint mark under the year. Second, flip it to the back and look carefully at America. On a normal quarter the A and the M have a gap. On the error coin they are close, almost touching. That is the key sign. If you find one, do not clean it or scratch it. Put it in a safe holder and think about sending it to a grading company like PCGS or NGC. These companies will confirm if it is genuine and assign it a grade. The higher the grade, the more it is worth. A circulated coin might still bring thousands. An uncirculated mint state coin with sharp details could reach the record amount of $63,000 or $80,000. Collectors love these coins because they combine rarity, history, and mystery. They are rare because so few were made. They are historic because they show how the mint can make big mistakes during times of change. And they are mysterious because nobody knows exactly how many exist or where they might be hiding. That combination makes them exciting to hunt for and thrilling to own. When one shows up at an auction, it attracts attention from collectors all over the country. Auction houses have recorded amazing sales. Some examples have sold for $35,000. Others in top grades have reached $63,000. The highest reported sales have been around $80,000. That is the kind of money that changes lives. And all of it comes from a coin that looks ordinary until you look closer. This is what makes coin collecting so exciting. Treasure is not always buried in the ground. Sometimes it is hiding in plain sight, in the change we use every day. The 1992 D Close AM quarter proves that. Most people spend quarters without a thought. But a sharp eye and a little knowledge can turn a small coin into a huge reward. Think about the odds. Out of billions of quarters made, only a handful carry this error. That means the chance is small, but the reward is enormous. And people do find them. Collectors have pulled them out of rolls and old coin jars. Every time someone discovers one, the story spreads and inspires more people to check their change. The dream of finding an $80,000 quarter is alive and real. So what should you do if you come across a 1992 D quarter? Always flip it over and check the word America. Use good light and a magnifier if you can. If the A and M are close, protect that coin immediately. Get advice from a trusted dealer or grading company. Never spend it, never clean it, and never assume it is worthless. That little coin could be your jackpot. The story of the 1992 D era quarter shows us something bigger too. It shows that mistakes can become treasures. What was once a small accident at the mint turned into one of the most valuable quarters of modern times. It shows how history is written not only by design but also by error. And it shows that everyday people have a chance to uncover pieces of that history. The next time you hold a quarter, don't just see a coin. See the possibility. Somewhere out there, a rare 1992 D Close AM quarter is waiting to be discovered. It could be in a coin roll from the bank. It could be in a family collection. It could even be in your pocket right now. And if you find it, you could be holding not just 25 cents but $35,000, $63,000, or even $80,000. That is the magic of coins, and that is why the 1992 D Washington quarter era is one of the most exciting treasures in American money.